Hello guys, and welcome back to the shack. Today, I've got a little DMR amplifier. You can get these on eBay for about 50 bucks and it works great with the open spot. I guess, I don't know, let me see if I can see the exact specs here. It'll do, input power is from 1 milliwatt all the way up to 400 milliwatts. So the open spot being 20 milliwatts, it works pretty good. So it has a low input, which is great, what you need for the open spot to key the actual amplifier. But don't get all giddied up yet. There's a catch with this amplifier, and I'm going to show you what it is. Now, I've tested this amplifier and it works great. With the open spot connected, I can get about 10 watts output on transmit. The only problem is this amplifier on receive disconnects the antenna. The antenna is disconnected on receive. Because I had a guy tell me, he said, "Man, I bought this amplifier and it works great. It'll, I can hear, my open spot way out, a couple miles." He said, "But I can't get back to the open spot. The open spot, the receive on the open spot sucks." I said, "Dude, it's not the open spot." And he told me what he was using. I said, "Man, that amplifier, it disconnects the antenna on receive." I said, "That's why you can't get back to the open spot, because the antenna's not connected with that amplifier. It's set up to be a transmitter only amplifier. So when you go into receive, it's just like the open spot's sitting there without an antenna connected to it." So, and I'm going to prove that here today, because he argued with me, no, that's not how it works, but I'm going to show you that is how it works. So right now, I have it hooked up. I have my Yaesu FTM 400, or FTM 100 hooked up to it. I'm on my local weather channel, just for receive. I'm going to show you. Can't hear nothing. It's all static. All static. Alright, so I'm going to put the camera in the boom here. I can get it in there, sorry about that. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to connect. Now it's sitting here, you see it, it's powered up. Everything's hooked up. Now I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to connect the center pin. The ground on each antenna is connected. It's just the center pin that it disconnects on when it's receiving. There's no connection between the two. Now if I take this wire, I'm going to show you. I'm going to make that connection. Well, I can get it on there good.
Up to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain near 100%.
So, that's what I was telling him. This amplifier disconnects the antenna on receive. So you can hear your open spot good, but you can't get back to it. There's no way. Now, let me turn this down. Now, there is a way to do that. As what you could do, you could make a little relay, and while this thing is receiving, it would just bypass the amplifier and it would connect the center pin and the center pin. It would connect them two together, and that would essentially connect the antenna. When the amplifier goes into transmit, it would disconnect and then allow it to travel through the amplifier. So you could make it work. You could build a little something and make it work. Now, I'm going to show you another way to prove that theory. Here's what the little amplifier looks like. As you can see them. It's a basic. It's a little heat sink. It's got a fan on the end of it to keep it cool. Got a little output module, RF transistor. And it uses, of course, fast, probably pin diodes there somewhere for switching to work with. It'll work with DMR and C4FM. I've not tried it with P25. I don't have a P25 radio, so it does work with DMR. It will transmit, but like I said, it disconnects the antenna on receive. So I'm here on eBay. This is the actual amplifier. This is the page. So it tells you here 350 to 480 megahertz. It'll do 13 watts. Heat sink and fan, blah, 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 blah. Now you scroll down here and let's do some reading. Alright, let's look right here. Here's the specs. Shows you the input, the frequency range, working mode is simplex, the harmonics, the output power 13 watts, the voltage 12 volts, and it in standby it pulls about 10 to 30 mils, pulls about 3 amps, and transmit blah blah blah. Look what it says right here. This version without receiving function. This version without receiving function. That means exactly what I just showed you. When you have this hooked up, it will not receive back through it. The antenna is disconnected on receive. So, that would have been a great little amplifier if it was set up to receive like that, because hey, for $49 free shipping, you could take your open spot and you can go from 20 mils to 10 watts, man. You know, you could cover a large area with that. There is another amplifier that does work and receive and yeah, everything. It's about $100. I did a video on it. Go through my videos, you can find it. I just wanted to do a video on this and show everybody that if you plan on buying this and you think you're going to use it with your open spot, it's a no-go, dude. Like I said, it'll transmit, but it won't receive. But you could build, you know, you can make it work if you really, you know, if you have a little bit of electrical knowledge, you can make it work if you really wanted to. All you got to do is connect the antenna center pin to center pin and bypass this amp when you are receiving. That's all you have to do. And then when the open spot goes in the transmit, it would kick the relay, bypass that, and everything would transmit through the amplifier. Simple circuit. Anyway, 73s, guys. I just wanted to make a real short video and tell you guys about that before word got around and a bunch of hams bought these and started throwing off on the open spot. And that's exactly what happened. That's what he was doing. He said, oh, the open spot don't have no receive. The receive sucks. I said, dude, it's not your open spot. It's this amplifier. That's the issue. Because I've used the open spot with my other amplifier, my other DMR amplifier. The open spot receives great. If you get a real good antenna on it, I use an outside antenna. It's up on my tower. You have to have really good cable, coax cable. I use Helix because, you know, you're in the 400 megahertz range. So, you know, you got a lot of losses with crappy cable. You have to have good cable. And I can get about 15 miles out of mine. And that's with the amplifier I've got. Will do about 15 watts with the open spots 20 mils. And I get about 15 miles. But, you know, like I said, I've got good cable and the antenna's up on a 45, 50 foot tower. So, and I'm up, you know, 3,000 feet. So I've got good coverage in my town. I'm higher than my whole community. My house is up pretty high. But anyway, wanted to show you guys that. I hope you're enjoying your day. Today is raining here in Virginia, so can't do anything outside, and it's been cold, so I thought I'd make a video on this and show you guys about it. But guys, please subscribe to my videos. YouTube is getting ready to pull partnership on videos that don't have 4,000 watched hours or 1,000 subscribers. I have 4,000 watched hours. I just don't have 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 578, I believe, almost 600. So by February the 27th, if I don't have that, YouTube will pull my partnership, which sucks. I don't know why companies do that. You know, it's the small channels. You know, everybody has to start out somewhere. You know, you can't start out on the top. You know, and tend to, once a company gets built up, the first thing they do is start kicking the little guy. They start kicking the little channel. We don't want them no more, even though they built us. So, that's it, guys. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, you can comment or drop me an email. My call sign at yahoo.com, KG4VDZ at yahoo.com, and I will help you. 7 threes, guys, and hope to hear you on the air.